In Europa, Universalis for Russia is one of the strongest formables that is easiest to create, as Muscovy, which was also the nation that historically formed Russia in 1547. Today we're doing it much earlier and as a more difficult to play, less expansion focused and rather more trade and economy focused nation, that is Novgorod. Fortunately, doing so not only makes it a bit more challenging, but also allows you to keep and upgrade a trade related republic government type. Along the way, we will also be picking idea sets and making decisions that lean into a more economic type of play. Let's begin. Novgorod has a unique government reform called the Vichy Republic, which allows plutocratic idea group, allows trade posts, forming trade leagues, trading cities, enables Russian government ability, gives us an additional merchant, governing capacity, country allows stealthy infantry, and some other bonuses. We also have the factions because of this, and we can use the factions for our advantage. Let's say if we want to start a war, we can get a little bit of an edge by boosting our aristocrats faction so that we can get morale of armies plus 5% bonus. And once we want to boost our economy, we can switch to, let's say, guilds. Our religion is Orthodox and we have the patriarch authority system, which means at 10 patriarch authority we can select one of these icons and get the bonus. And we have this nice little compact mission tree which we will be trying to complete. Now about ideas, we don't have to talk about it that much because eventually we will be forming a Russian nation anyways, and we will be using the Russian ideas because we do want to have the ability to establish Siberian frontiers. I guess it's quite nice that we have mercenary maintenance minus 15% because it will be useful in the early game. We will be using mercenaries because most likely we will have issues with the manpower. Now let's jump into our estates. We will select +1 mana points for all of them. For patriarchs, we will go with institutionalized patriarchs. Let's grab boyar's officer rights. I'll go with right of council as well. For burghers, we will go with indebted to the burgher loans and some additional prestige with patronage of the arts. Now we can seize lands. We can click this button to get the general and this one to get 5 patriarch authority. Now, because we can also consecrate metropolitan in our capital state, which we're gonna do, we will end up with 10 patriarch authority and we can use it to select the icon of Saint Michael with 5% additional discipline. This is gonna be really useful in the war versus Muscovy. We need as many modifiers as possible, so let's look for another one with our advisors. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have a level 1 guy, so I'll try to reroll both of these guys so we can get the discipline one. Let's select missionary strength for this one, and for this one let's go with trade efficiency. These ships can protect trade. That's a decent general, I guess. He's not too bad, but I think we can make our ruler one too. Yeah, this one's not as good. You know what? Because we don't really have any good generals, I kinda want to recruit the independent Cossack hosts. These guys have 5 shock. That would be super good to have. You know what? Let's do it. This is gonna be expensive, but it's gonna be worth it. I'm also gonna get the free company. I think we rather will get few more loans, pay a little bit more cash, but be sure that we can win this war and not restart the game many times. Yeah, as expected, Poland got a PU over Lithuania, so this is gonna be a bit of an issue. Hopefully we can avoid nations like Poland and the Ottomans until we actually get some good alliances. We will try to focus the nations in Scandinavia, in the Baltics, and of course our Russian boys. It's the 11th of December, we will be selecting our rivals, Muscovy of course, to where, and let's go with Livonian order. And let's go ahead and declare reconquest of Vologda. First of all, let's try and take out Pskov. There we go, dispatched. Hopefully we can do this with all of the vassals, just occupy their land so they cannot recruit any more soldiers. Still no advisor, that sucks, but we can also go ahead and boost our stability. And we can use our remaining diplomats, one of them to spy on Muscovy. And let's try and make Poland our friend for now. You know what, I'm actually temporarily gonna grab this level 2 advisor. It's super expensive, but we need it. This guy is actually engaging here, and he's locked, so we're gonna try and protect our boys. We should be fine here with 27,000 soldiers. I mean, the guy just got wiped. 15,000 soldiers, we just wrecked him. That is unfortunately not the best event. Yeah, I really don't like that, but we just wiped him. I wasn't even looking, bro. We just wiped him again. Hey, at least we don't have that much reform progress to lose, so we cannot really complain, can we? I'm gonna try and hunt these guys so we can kill off the vassal soldiers and start disbanding these mercenaries. It's really expensive to have them. So far so good, we're just hunting them. Managed to get the fort as well, which is really good. Now let's hunt for their capital. Hey, that's not bad. We can get another stability. Okay boys, so we pretty much destroyed all of their soldiers. Their vassals don't have many soldiers either. I have disbanded one of the groups and this war is nearly done. We just pretty much need to occupy Moscow. Alright, that's it. We got the siege. I think we can finish the war. So we're taking these 4 provinces that we need, of course. And then I want to make a border with Odoyev because Tver is allied with them. I guess, yeah, for now we can run with something like this. Our crown lands should grow. Yep, 10%. And now we can take some additional privileges. Let's go with reform progress growth, religious diplomats, supremacy over the council. And we have privileges such as early serfdom and increased peasant freedom. They give some nice bonuses, especially early serfdom. National unrest reduction, national manpower increase. But you cannot revoke these, so I don't know, man. I'm not gonna get any of these. Do you guys like to take them? Let me know in the comments. Now, also, let's say promote burgers bookkeeping and economic freedom. For now, this is gonna be it. Let's complete our mission, reconquer Vologda. Concentrate a tiny bit of development over here, and we can start coring. Okay, boys, let's start this war up. And as I see, Odoyev is also fighting Ryazan now, so maybe they will grab like a province. Would be a nice bonus, but let's serve this guy some justice. Actually, this is weird as hell. How is this even possible? So Ryazan survived the Great Horde, and they lost like one province. Sure, I guess we can build a claim and take the remainder. Awesome, that was quite quick. Full annexation. Another mission is done, conquered Tver. We're getting permaclaims on Pskov and Ostrov. Also, let's get rid of a couple of forts. We cannot afford to have that many, so I'm gonna get rid of one on here and one in Luki. Finally have a claim, so here we go. I'm gonna ally Poland before this war, and then we can go. Now we have Poland, and I might use them against Denmark or Livonian Order if that's gonna be possible. This is still so surprising that Ryazan survived. Okay, it's election. We have to select a new ruler. I'm gonna go for an admin one. Level 4 military is gonna be super useful. Yet another full annexation. Quite happy with how it went with this, and we also have a new estate. It's the Cossacks one. We can select self-governance for some additional loyalty, and let's go with recruit Cossack leaders. Super good privilege. And because of this, we unfortunately did lose some crownlands, but we will be restoring this to at least 10%. We have access to tier 2 government reform. The Siatsky office is a really good one. Recruiting generals will increase loyalty of nobility by 2%. Leader cost minus 10%. We have yearly republican tradition. Boyars loyalty plus 10%. But this gives even more republican tradition than republicanism itself. This is super nice. Damn, Kazan did take a good chunk of Muscovy. Yeah, these guys are not sleeping, and they did subjugate Perm too. I really don't get it, but since 1.37, hordes seem to be making a lot of vassals for some reason. Looks like we are ready to declare a big war, and hopefully Poland with Lithuania is going to do most of the work for us here. What I want to do is just subjugate Riga and full annex Livonian Order if it's going to be possible. Let's go, boys. Let's see what we can do here. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Go destroy them. And that's a wild Teutonic Order which is marching towards us. I think it's best if we go ahead and take some loans and get more mercenaries, otherwise this is super risky. Grand Company for now. Grand Company, boys. We gotta make sure that aristocrats are in charge. These guys are Catholics, so it's best if we go ahead and take expansion zealotry. That's more morale of armies. Still level 3. This guy is still... Oh my god, we have to go right now. We have to chase them down. As long as they're level 3, we will be able to just demolish them. Look at that, man. The difference is insane. And this is gonna be probably a wipe of this 9,000. Yep, there we go, destroyed. Gotta follow up with Sweden. Hey, at the very least, we did get Riga already. Might as well force their religion so they're a bit more friendly towards us. There we go. Whoa, civil war in Novgorod, and it's not too bad. We can spawn 12 rebels and get 5 mercantilism. You know what? No problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. So unfortunately Poland is out of the war, but we can also go ahead and peace out Teutonic Order. Now it's only Scandinavia and a few Livonian soldiers left. Alright, we finally got Denmark to surrender. It took some time, but we have this white piece. And obviously we're gonna take this lovely full annexation over here. Oh, it's 1459. That did take long. But we are now, as consequence, one of the great powers. We have 310 development. Oh, hell yeah, let's go. Prospering times, boys. So this province is gonna be quite insane. Because let's not forget, we have the ability to create trading posts. It costs 50 admin power, but it gives local trade power plus 10. We can do this in one province per trade node, except for our capital node. So I'm gonna make it this one. And I'm also gonna invest in better production. This province has 65 trading power now. And we have unlocked tier 3 government reform. I think this time we're going for dispersed power across the cities. This is gonna give us trade power abroad plus 10% and more diplomatic relation slots. Yeah, I think we can start upgrading our ruler now. Oh damn, boy, Brandenburg is the emperor. That's quite crazy. We have completed a mission that is found Arkhangelsk. This province right here is renamed to Arkhangelsk. We're getting some additional base tax, production, manpower. Local development cost minus 35% in this province. More local trade power and some permaclaims, Laponia and Perm areas. Okay, the devastation here is down. We can destroy this fort. I'm gonna destroy the one in Rival once it's down as well. And how about we lower our autonomy by 5%? Muscovy boys, it's time for round 2. The only question is, how the hell does he have 23,000 soldiers when his nation is this big? What? Anyways, let's take him out. Let's go. And let's also complete yet another mission, as we have all the requirements done, including stability at least 2 and Novgorod having a church. 10 patriarch authority, stab cost modifier, monthly war exhaustion. Not too bad, especially the patriarch authority. The more we have, the less unrest and more manpower, as well as missionary strength we get. I've decided to call in Poland because forts are taking forever for us to take for some reason, and this guy has been carpet sieging my nation. So why not? As we have Poland, we can use them. And I've been sticking here for like, I don't know, man, a year on this fort. This is actually so cursed. It's June already. Bro, can you just fall? 542 days. And we even had a head start because rebels were sieging this. We took this. We instantly had like 7% and it still took 540 days. That's just crazy. I'm actually so glad that we got Poland because I would have stuck on this fort and Muscovy would have occupied my entire nation. They nearly did. So we can completely block Muscovy off from Kazan by taking something like this. And I'm gonna take one additional province. I'm not gonna take any money because most of it would be going to Poland. So yeah, sounds good. Let's go. It's not the prettiest peace deal, but we need just one more war and we're gonna clear this up. Now, if we could just get someone to share knowledge towards us, that would be amazing. It looks like Lubeck will have Renaissance shortly, so they might be sharing it. Whoa, what the hell happened here? How do Mamluks have all of these lands? And somehow Crimea has a truce with the Ottomans, however they did not lose a single province. This is weird. That's kinda unexpected as well that Poland would be joining the war versus Kazan. We just need to wait until their war exhaustion is gone, or we either need to ask them to prepare for war, so 5 more favors. Honestly, Poland's such a good alliance, man. If you guys decide to play Novgorod, I highly recommend allying Poland. That is until you decide to expand this way. Hey, here we go. We have Lubeck to share knowledge towards us. Awesome. So, my plan has changed. Kazan is gonna wait a little bit because we're gonna embrace Renaissance and then we're gonna take level 6 military cheaper. And I have a massive advantage over these guys. It's spreading quite quick, but I want to make it a little bit quicker, so I'm going to encourage development and develop this a couple of times with Diplo points. Just so we have 30 development, we can expand infrastructure once again. Because it is a 30 development capital, we gain some Splendor points monthly. Man, check out our generals. That is insane. And that's the power of Grand Generalship interaction. 6 shock generals, boys. Yep, this is gonna help in the war as well. Infantry combat ability plus 5% for our specialty units, and we have quite a few of those. And they by default have infantry combat ability plus 5%, so it's 10 now. We can select our naval doctrine, sure, let's do it. We're gonna go with ship trade power. Actually making quite a nice money from trade right now, 11 ducats in total. Renaissance is gonna be mad expensive. We need 632 ducats for that. So honestly, I think it's gonna be worth it if we sell titles. We get just enough money to embrace Renaissance. We're gonna go ahead and take level 5 admin, level 6 military, upgrade Diplo, and then we can unlock our first idea group. Well, first of all, I think we will have leftover mill points, so I will go with plutocratic ideas. Now, you don't necessarily need any mill ideas, but in this run, I want to pick something different. So we're gonna go with plutocratic, we're gonna go with trade, infrastructure, with this kind of trading and playing tall ideas and not the regular diplomatic, admin, and so on, because it's getting boring, man. Everybody knows that these are overpowered, so I kind of want to take some ideas that I normally don't really pick. With Renaissance, we have skyrocketed to the 5th Great Powers place. And honestly, check this out, boys. We have the Great Horde, level 4 military, allied with Uzbek, who is also allied with Kazan. So you know how we're going to make this much easier for us. Well, first of all, we're gonna rival them. Second of all, it's probably gonna be worth it to provoke and get rid of these rebels before the war. 19,000 is quite a lot, to be honest. Holy. Oh my god, we got another infantry ability plus 10%. Yo, our armies are gonna be insane. I think let's go ahead and test them out. Come here, Uzbeks. Come here, Great Horde. Oh, damn, they're actually fighting both Oirat and Ming at the same time. How did they even get into this war? They're the attacker. That's crazy. 11,000. We caught them in the forests. Let's see, boys. I think this is gonna be a wipe. Easy wipe at that. Easy wipe. And this is the remaining soldiers. If we can catch this, they're done for. Well, they have Gazvikumok apparently, which is a march of Great Horde. That's nuts, man. Oh wow, they got declared on by the Ottomans. Yep, it's over, boys. But it's a bit worrying that we're getting so close to the Ottomans ourselves. I'm probably not gonna take too many provinces here. I'm gonna take maximum money as well from this war. Really, our main target is Kazan, not even Great Horde. This is just a war that will help get one alliance rid of. Alright, we can remove this bastard. I want to continue this war for more money, but they're pretty much fully occupied by Ming, I believe. They're losing badly. And the provinces that I discover or I can see the borders of, yeah, they're occupied, so let's just finish it right now. Break the alliance, take a little bit of money. Return over here. I think I'm gonna take this a couple of states here and there, you know. 340 ducats. This is great. And we're using this money to repay the debt that we previously had. We're down to 7 loans. This is nothing. We can grab one of these. Mercenary cost minus 20%. Regiment cost minus 5. Wait, did the AI actually form Persia so early? 1472. It had to be a jam, right? Yep. But that's really impressive. That's still really impressive. Okay, we're not going to waste any time. We are going to declare on Kazan now. They're left with only Crimea, which we can even co-belligerent. Might as well, and we could take this full annexation. Okay, let's show them help. 15,000 soldiers, and we're fighting in the steppes where they have more shock damage. They still get completely destroyed. Oh, hey Kazan, didn't see you there. Wait, I might have been seeing things. Here for government reform, we're gonna select expand temple rights, as this will reduce unrest by 2 in every province where we decide to build temples. We're gonna spam our country with temples once we have enough money. So our previous cores are about to be finished, then we're going to finish the war with Crimea, and instantly we're gonna finish with Kazan as we have enough war score. And we need to keep taking the land right privileges because we're running out of governing capacity. Alright boys, this is awesome. So Crimea I'm not gonna directly subjugate, but I'm gonna take all of these provinces. Weirdly enough, this is much less aggressive expansion doing it this way. And of course we will have better relations with them. Thank you very much. Now from Kazan we're gonna need 3 provinces, but I'm of course gonna take more. They do have a gold mine. I'm not sure if I want to take it yet though. Yeah, you know what? Let's leave the gold mine for the next war. Now, something like this will do. Oh boy, that's a lot of overextension. Now, how do we begin fixing this? Firstly, we can concentrate some development. And then I think I'll just go ahead and release Crimea separately because I don't want to core all of this stuff. And I'm even gonna go ahead and grant them this province right here. And we're left with 70% overextension. This is manageable. Nice rivals list, man. Yeah, sure, let's make England our rival. Would you look at that? Independent Sweden with no allies. Wait. Wait, what? Nuremberg is defender of Catholic faith. How does that guy have enough money for that? I'm not gonna question it. Sweden essentially has no allies. We gotta declare. What actually happened to Denmark? They still have Norway. They're supporting the independence of Moldavia. Wild. You want to test our units out, especially after we get another 10% morale of armies from the second plutocratic idea? Say no more, say no more. Where is Sweden? Oh, I hate these events, man. Reputation tarnished. We have to choose between less stability or 100 diplo points lost. Oh my god. We need the points, man. Stop this nonsense. Yeah, so we're done here. This is where I'm gonna take their capital, entirety of Finland, a couple of additional provinces, and a tiny bit of cash. That's it. Now, once again, I'm not really interested in coring all of this. So what we're gonna do is just go ahead and release Finland on its own. They can receive 7 provinces, and later we will just integrate it. But now, let's just go ahead and upgrade ourselves to level 7 admin technology and unlock our second idea group, which is going to be trade ideas. Yes, once again, normally you would pick something like diplomatic, but this run we're doing a bit different, and we're picking idea groups that we normally don't. Okay boys, it's finally time to fully annex Muscovy. This is our last war versus them. It's over, my friend. We have overpowered you. Submit to your new overlord. Oh my goodness, this is like the 3rd time that we're getting this event, man. I actually will go with the stab loss because we really need diplo points right now. Screw you, man. Screw you. Sweden is at war with Denmark. Okay. Oh, look at that. It's the unification war, so Sweden is gonna fall under the PU with Denmark once again. And just like that, we removed Muscovy. We have a nice name placement now. Actually, our borders look quite beautiful. And we have completed the mission, defeat Muscovy. We're getting morale of armies plus 10% manpower recovery speed and some permaclaims. I think I will keep this for now. I actually would love to expand into Polish and Lithuanian lands now, so I think we can use up our favors. And we can probably get rid of this alliance. Yeah, we don't need them to break with on hold. I'm just gonna take some ducats, some soldiers, We're probably gonna try and ally up someone like Bohemia and Hungary instead. Oh no, Hungary is actually... yeah, he's incorporated personal union of Austria. As much as I would love to upgrade our ruler, yeah, he's not gonna live for too much longer. He's 73 years old. We better get rid of him. Let's go for this diplomat now. Awesome, we did manage to get an alliance with Austria. They're not as strong as they could be. Unfortunate that they are not the H3 Emperor. And we cannot get an alliance with Brandenburg. Oh wait, we can. They're allied with Denmark, but we can get... okay, sure. I only care about the fact that they are the H3 Emperor and they have Poland as a rival, so they're gonna be quite helpful. Let's pick another merchant over here, and we can collect in Novgorod now. Matter of fact, let's also upgrade some trade centers and build even more barks. I mean, it's been 40 years since the start of the game. We're making decent money. Nearly 20 decades from trade. So we had, and we kind of still have, a lot of not fully cored provinces. I'm starting to core those as we have tons of leftover admin points. And this is making quite a big difference in our economy. Total income is nearing 50 ducats. Now the balance is getting nice. Oh, come on, Poland just allied Sweden. That is so annoying. They say it independent. Oh, okay. Where even is their capital now? Oh, it's Skaraborg now. Might be enough for us to just occupy their capital. I think I'm gonna get something like the Grand Company ahead of our war with Poland, but we still have to wait a little bit until we have enough favors with Brandenburg. Damn, Burgundian succession, Brittany will defend us again. Burgundy is tiny, is absolutely tiny. France has been doing work in England, holy crap. England is massive in this run. It's pretty much time, so we're gonna start our golden era. We're going to take this morale of armies boost, so it's insane how many boosts we're getting now. Oh, looks like we can complete yet another mission, and this is gonna give us yearly prestige and yearly Republican tradition. Level 7 time, boys. We're going to need some cannons, so I'll queue up a couple of those. Yeah, we're going to be above our army force limit. Don't care. Hopefully we're gonna get this army force limit advisor too. Or discipline, that'll do. Alright, I had to get a couple more favors with Brandenburg. They would just not accept a reconquest war. So now we're gonna ask them to prepare for war. And we're gonna go for this reconquest of Zaporozhye, as we do have a couple of cores that we can give back to Crimea. So we're aiming to take these cores. We're gonna take a couple of additional provinces from which we will probably release new vassals. Or I'ma just straight up take some provinces, because we do have Finland, we do have Crimea. Still need to annex these boys, we'll see. Call in our boys, let's do it. And obviously rush down Sweden. Just barrage this crap. Sweden is like, nah, dude, I'm out. This guy couldn't hold for a couple of months. Oh, dude, what in the world? Man, I hate these events. Man, I hate these events so much. Byzantine refugees, hey, technology cost minus 10%. This is gonna be mad useful. You know what? Let's also equip Streltsy now. This is a bit of manpower and infantry combat ability. Yet another reform. We are passing these super quick, and this one's really good. Infantry cost minus 5% and Streltsy force limit plus 20%. Definitely gonna go with this one. Hey, look at that. We can force religion on Anhalt. That is gonna unlock us one of the objectives in the next age, so sure, let's do it. Yeah, man, manpower is not our biggest strength, that's for sure. I think I'm gonna invest into a batch of barracks next time. Good thing that we're really rich, so it doesn't really matter. We can just live off mercenaries if we wanted to. I mean, it's quite insane how much we buffed up our army without actually using any modifiers from the ideas. We just have 10% morale of armies and that's it. That's the power of Orthodox religion. I have decided that our peace deal is gonna look like this. We're going for pretty borders. I'm not gonna release any additional vassals. We still have a couple of them to take care of, and of course you don't have influence ideas. It would be painful to integrate that many vassals. I would much rather finish off my trade ideas and develop our country. So yeah, it's gonna look like that. Thank you very much. This is actually not too much overextension whatsoever. Speaking of development, it's really annoying that Riga doesn't increase its stability. I would love to complete or develop our city mission, but it's just not gonna be possible until they boost their stability 2 more times. I guess we can start building some stuff here. We did get a couple of new forts. They gotta go for sure. We don't need those. And by the way, maybe let's go ahead and start creating more trading posts. So I'm gonna create one in Stockholm over here. Let's do one in Nizhny Novgorod. Smolensk sounds good. And boys, it's time for a big war versus Kazan. They have some stuff that I want to take. Uzbek, Transoxiana, let's go. They have what, 22,000 soldiers? Transoxiana has 17,000 and Uzbek 22,000. It's a fair share. But once again, our morale is double of theirs. Oh, would you look at this guy? Where do you think you're traveling, sir? Can I see your passport? Oh, you don't have one. Well, too bad. Get the hell out. This is Papers, Please EU4 edition. And it's also about time that we build a flagship. We're gonna make it a light ship with additional movement speed. Most importantly, trade power per ship in fleet and admiral skill. Gonna go ahead and spam these barks. And we're gonna have a huge fleet roaming around in Novgorod. Oh my goodness, we're deleting these guys. And we're fighting on their terrain in the steppes. It's insanity, boys. There we go, that's it, boys. Transoxiana has surrendered, and we have 100% war score. So I definitely want to take Sarai and Astrakhan. Kazan is a really good trade province, and do we take the gold mine? Probably, right? Yeah, so this war is gonna look something like that. End of the Tatar yoke, we get 50 admin points for completing our agenda. We have a gold mine, boys. Did we need it? Not really, not really. This war did ruin our borders, so we will need like 1 or 2 more versus Kazan. This is gonna be an investment. We're selling titles for 1.6 thousand ducats. We're gonna go ahead and seize lands, sail back to 15%, and we're gonna switch to the guilds faction because this gives construction cost minus 10%. On top of that, we can go ahead and switch this. Icon of Christ, construction cost minus 10%. Let's reduce our inflation a little bit, and now all the buildings are quite damn cheap. We're gonna spam our country with churches, not because of the money, but because it does decrease unrest. And a couple more barracks. I think, while it is still Age of Discovery, it would be a good idea for us to steal Norway from Denmark, as we do have this transfer subject ability. So honestly, yeah, let's go. Let's call in Austria. It's unfortunate that Brandenburg is on the other side. Can we do something about that, though? I mean, we don't have that many favors. Their opinion is way too high. Reducing it by 100 would do nothing. Screw it, man. We're just gonna drain them of their soldiers. Give us a little bit of money. And we go in Austria will handle Brandenburg for us. I've just noticed that we have been missing out. Our Streltsy force limit has increased quite a bit, so we should have been using way more of those. Well, I'll keep this in mind for the future. When we recruit more units, we will definitely get tons of Streltsy ones. Oh, this is such a cluster. Holy crap, there's so many units over here. Brandenburg has his whole army. Volgast, we have East Frisia. Well, let's start with this 9,000 stack of Norwegian units. It's down. Now, can we fight? I don't think we can fight these guys over here. There's way too many of them, and our boys are just sieging Strasbourg. They're sieging Brandenburg. We cannot piece anybody out yet. We might have to give up this fort. Unless we make it on time with our main boys. That was actually really lucky. That was. And we finally have level 8 admin, so we have access to courthouses, and we just got 100 additional governing capacity. This is really, really useful. We will begin building those right away. Oh, now they're doing work. Good job, my friend. Keep hunting these fools. And look at that, we have finished our trade ideas. And we also got additional merchant and global trade power from our national idea set. This is 25% caravan power. We have merchants. And once we finish bureaucratic, we will have even more benefits. Oh, this is another 25% caravan. Where do we even put these guys? To Astrakhan, I guess. And you can send from Crimea. I'm just continuing to force religion on all of these guys. This is actually quite funny. There's gonna be quite a few nations in the HRE just randomly following Orthodox religion. Yo, before we finish this annexation, let's not forget that we don't have the Boyars integration policy. There we go. Wouldn't be the first time I forget that. These guys are, yeah, they're a bit unhappy. That's alright, that's alright. Just placate this guy once. Yeah, guys, this seems about right. So we are stealing Norway. I think I'm gonna take this one province because it is a part of our state. I'm gonna take Gotland. This is the maximum that we can take. No coalition, we're good. Look at that, man. We are done with the mission Protect White Sea Trade. We are getting some mercantilism and permaclaims. Conquer Finland is done. We have Diplo Relations +1 and more permaclaims. We are very close to finishing Scandinavian Port Authority. We just need a couple of provinces from Denmark, which we can get in one war. The best thing about Norway is that they have a colonist in their national idea set. So they will start colonizing, and we can just keep the subject. We don't have to worry about integrating them. Oh, I don't remember seeing events like this one before. Merchants call for a trade protection war. Shipbuilding time minus 10%, ship cost minus 15, and promise to declare a war with the trade protection casus belli toward privateering within 5 years. This must be related to trade or plutocratic ideas because, yeah, I don't pick those often. I don't want to start such a war. Let's upgrade even more centers of trade. There's actually only one that we could upgrade. How about marketplaces? Yeah, those are not that good. We have some workshops, they're not paying much. Nah, I think I'll just get maybe some courthouses and call it a day. Damn, check this out. Scotland would be willing to share knowledge with us. I definitely want that. We need colonialism. Our truce with Poland and Lithuania has just expired. The crazy thing is that Lithuania is no longer under dispute. I'm not sure what happened, but they're now just simply allied with Poland. Oh, that's convenient. Yes, we will be taking this area anyways. We do have a conquest CB. We do have knowledge sharing as well, which is awesome. This guy wants soldiers. Are you crazy, dog? I don't have manpower. I have been struggling. How about you just join our war and shut the hell up, boy? Asking for manpower. Can you believe him? So ungrateful. Yo, thing is, we can't co-belligerent Poland. There's no other nations that would be joining. We could snatch something like the Teutonic lands. Count me in. Oh, no. 60,000 soldiers. I don't think so, boy. Can we, like, leave? Nah, there's no escaping. Okay, so we're gonna lose this battle. I mean, we need to switch some things up. For example, we need to move to aristocrats to get more morale of armies. And we need the icon of Saint Michael once again. Holy, this was costly. Oh no, that's a lot of manpower. Now we're talking. Once we corrected these little things, we are wiping these guys. And we can go ahead and finish our plutocratic ideas, giving us manpower recovery speed, as well as trade counter network policy, which is giving us additional merchant and regiment cost minus 10%. There's so many merchants, bro. And we barely have any trade companies yet. We surely got this, right? I hope so, because they're about to take the fort back. Yeah, we're stronger. Let's go, boys. More reforms have been unlocked. I think this one is not that important, but I would love for us to get all estates loyalty equilibrium plus 10%, so this one's gonna do. At this point, we can become the defender of faith as well. An additional missionary will go a long way. It's time for us to take all the Teutonic lands from Poland. 1,000 ducats, we're getting most of it. We're getting 700 ourselves. Oh, it's been a while. Finally, we're getting some decent events. Plus stability, definitely gonna take that. We have a ton of rebels, it's really annoying. And to be honest, we can probably finish this war right now. We're not gonna go too crazy this time. Cannot really afford to take more provinces, and with additional money, we can go ahead and embrace colonialism right away. Awesome, we just got additional admin points. Let's grab level 9 military. Calculated to perfection, overextension is not above 100%. I'm not gonna release any vassals once again. We have tons of admin points, we can just score everything we need. Oh, check this out, we also maxed out this guy. That's a proper ruler. Oh, look at that, the worst formable in the game exists. Bukhara is here. Uzbek just ruined his entire campaign by doing this. So many diplo points, boys. Let's go ahead and start improving our mercantilism with those. As long as we have golden era, it's really cheap, 64 for each point. We got it up to 41% right now. Oh my goodness, and we're also getting the military reforms. Well, I'm only gonna reform the army. 20% morale of army sounds pretty decent. No forts allowed, boys. No forts allowed. Oh my god, this one in Gotland is so ugly. Yeah, now we got the manpower. Now we got the money. It's time to grab tons of Streltsy units. We're gonna replace our mercenaries. And we have finished pretty much all of our cores, so we can take the remaining Kazan lands. We cannot take the ones in Astrakhan, unfortunately. That's a bit too much war score. But our borders are clean as hell now. And this is beautiful. We can upgrade all of our technologies up to level 10. Our third idea group is going to be infrastructure. We're gonna pass some acts that give us missionary strength. Is this not beautiful, boys? We're earning tons of cash. And we're paying 26 ducats to root out corruption, so our balance is around 60 ducats right now. And we're going to turn this beautiful Novgorod into Russia with this button right here. Form a Russian nation. Yes, please give us new traditions and ambitions. There we go, we are now Russia. We have new missions. Black Sea access is done. Land of churches we have. This one's gonna give us good produce modifier plus 10%, pretty good. Found the Great Vechi is completed, and we have a lot of paths unlocked for ourselves. The Russian abilities are significantly upgraded. This now, for example, Streltsy one gives infantry combat ability plus 10%, much more manpower, reinforce cost and reinforce speed. The other ones are upgraded as well, such as this one, minus 30 rebel uprising chance. We got some cultures accepted. That's why I wasn't accepting Muscovite culture manually, because we just got it for free. We, of course, have this amazing ruler, 6 in all stats and also 60 years old. And most importantly, Russian ideas are just insanely good. National manpower modifier plus 33%, core creation cost minus 15%. Aggressive expansion impact, we have, of course, the possibility to establish Siberian frontiers, artillery combat ability and cost reduction, land force limit, everything you would potentially need. And here we go, boys, we can go ahead and start establishing these Siberian frontiers over here. 17 diplo points, and these do not actually cost to maintain. We are obviously the first greatest power, and we are obviously the first richest nation, earning the most money based on this income comparison in the ledger. So our goal is completed. We made Novgorod the richest nation and formed Russia. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Click the like button and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. And if we get 800 likes on this video, I will do a brand new Muscovy video where we will pick completely different ideas from what we picked here. We will go fully expansionist with diplomatic, admin, and such. Obviously, Muscovy has a completely different playstyle. They have different missions, such as the mission giving you additional core creation cost reduction, so you can expand with them much easier. But this Novgorod playing tall / trade playstyle was actually really fun. So once again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much to our YouTube channel members and Patreon supporters Woeno, the Whale Biologist, Lazar, and Nikolas. Your support is greatly appreciated.